Welcome back to MurrayMax. We have a different type of video for today's video, and that's going to be from the Joe Rogan show with Theo Vaughn. As usual, I have not watched the clip. We're going to watch it together, and tell me what you think of this one in the comments. The context of this one is essentially, would you survive a zombie apocalypse? So let's check it out and see what we got.
And then recently I heard, you should get shot. If somebody's like, hey, I'm going to shoot you or stab you, say, hey, shoot me.
Yeah, well, it depends on where they shoot you and where they stab you. Like, if they stab you in the top of the head, you're probably going to be okay. Unless you're on The Walking Dead. Those guns, like those knives in The Walking Dead, they go right in your head.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? You know how hard
They
it is
just
to
slide
stab
right
someone
in.
in the fucking skull and go right through their skull into their brain?
It would be hard, huh?
Yeah, unless you get them in the temple, it's difficult. But in The Walking Dead, they just...
Yeah.
It's like they're made out of goo.
Yeah. Do you still watch it?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible. And then also in The Walking Dead, the arrows don't go through the head, which is crazy. Because why is it so easy? They just get stuck.
It's it probably just seems more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just special effects. But also the arrows have field tips. They're not even using broadheads. They're using like target tips.
Oh, I don't know that much about arrows.
Yeah, if you look at an arrow, like in The Walking Dead, the tips, they don't have like a big broadhead, like a big cutting edge.
Yeah.
They have a point, just a little pointy point. And that's enough to kill the zombie. And then you got to pull the arrow out and it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if a zombie was coming at me and I didn't have a weapon, what I would use. I guess I would probably, because they can't bite. I think if they bite you, then you're done.
That's the whole problem.
You'd have to
bite
probably outrun them or try and get them.
I mean, this is the problem I always had with The Walking Dead. Sometimes they come across all these zombies where they're just like clearing a field and they're just kind of casually going around and, just one by one, just shrink, just like, casually doing it. But then every now and then one comes out of nowhere and they can't fight it off, and no matter what they're doing, and it's like someone who's killed 100 zombies that week all of a sudden comes across this one that pops out of a closet and they can't overpower it or whatever. But then it's like some of them you can speed walk away from. It's the show is ridiculous. It had a great potential with a good storyline. It kind of started like 28 days later. And I thought it was going to be really good. I watched it for a few seasons, but it just kind of got ridiculous. They had some good characters, though. I'll give them a lot of credit. Rick was good. Negan was good. There were some good characters on the show. I was actually shocked in a lot of moments, like when they did what they did to Glenn. Like, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you watched it and what you think of it.
What do you think would get a zombie dizzy?
I think a lot of cutbacks, probably a lot of 180s, 720s.
My favorite person in the Walking Dead was the lady with the samurai sword. She fucked everybody up.
Yeah, they have a new spinoff, actually.
Was it just her?
And I think it's her and someone else. Yeah, she had the dreadlocks.
Yeah. After a while, though, like, how many zombies can you watch get killed? Like, enough.
Yeah, it's almost weird if people are still watching it.
Yeah, if you're like a big fan.
You're the
like,
zombie.
This new season is my favorite. Like, what? I think it's better now than ever. Because it's like we've gotten over just killing zombies all day and, and then it started getting scary again.
Dude, and none of the zombies, I wish they could cut away every now and then to some of the zombies trying to fuck on the side,
you think zombies fucking make new zombies?
Bro, come on. If you're a zombie, dude, there's some cool-ass zombies over on the side trying to get some of that fucking zombpuss, bro.
I feel like it would be real easy to kill all the zombies. I don't think that it would be the kind of epidemic that they claim in those shows. They move slow.
Okay. So they move slow, but they're they just keep coming back, man.
Yeah, but like if zombies are coming to Texas, they're going to get gunned down.
Okay.
They're not going to make it.
For sure.
But what about at nighttime when people who are out there shooting start to get tired and they got to rest?
They go inside. The zombies are like clawing at the door. They can't even figure out doorknobs. They're idiots.
Yeah.
I need to take a break. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to shut this door.
I mean, I'm not like a huge zombie guy, but I have seen, The Walking Dead. I've seen I Am Legend. And I'm currently watching The Last of Us. And there are Hollywood zombies that are scarier than others. The ones from I Am Legend were terrifying, but they still made it super corny, like when it does that thing where... The thing that ruined it for me is when they do that yelling thing. Why does Hollywood always have to make everything roar like a dinosaur? and the jaw stretches to be 3 feet wide and then somehow the mouth closes again. It's so silly. It's not hard to make things realistic. It's not hard to get someone on the production side or directing side that's a consultant that knows anything about how weapons work. Like, they're talking about how the arrows don't go through. If you can just kind of 20 pounds of force shrink a knife into the skull of a zombie, but then when you shoot it with a 70-pound bow or something like that, it just sticks in there 6 inches deep. That's not going to happen. If the knife just easily goes in, that arrow is going to blast through. There's just all these silly things, and it's like all this stuff where someone gets shot with a 9mm and they go flying 10 feet back through a glass window. It's just, if you know anything about how real life works, these shows become absurd.
Take a nap on the kitchen floor. They're clawing at the doors. You wake up, brew some coffee, reload, get out there, boom, boom, boom. Clean your porch off.
Dude, you're right. Zombies are fucking idiots. Huh?
They're idiots. The scary zombies 28 Days Later. Those are the scariest.
I don't
see that movie?
Sure. I don't think I've seen that.
Best zombie movie of all time. Unquestionably, hands down. It's number one.
What about Bram Stoker's Dracula? Do you remember that movie?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
So fucking good, dude.
Fuck yeah. That was a good movie, man. That was the best movie.
God, it was good.
Best vampire movie, rather. That was really good.
Remember how scared you used to get when you were a kid? Did you ever get fucking really scared?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, little kids are vulnerable. Scared. You think vampires might be real. Maybe people don't know. Especially when we were kids, there was no fucking internet.
Yeah. You just ask somebody. If they were dumb, then you were dumb.
People would tell you the ghosts were real, Bigfoot's real, everything. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I'm a little bit older. I grew up in the 90s, and I thought Cujo was in my closet. I thought that critters were under my bed. Not critters in general. If you don't know what it is, you got to look up the old movie called Critters. And those things, for some reason, just terrified me. But nothing terrified me as much as the OG version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That movie made me want to never, ever, ever watch another horror film again. Of course, I have since then because years have gone by, but I was scarred. I watched that movie way too young, and it is gritty, and it is raw, and it is just... There's going to be horror fans that are like, oh, you think that's bad? Watch this. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Gary Oldman was the best Dracula. He was good in that Bram Stoker's Dracula. He was
Gary
good.
Oldman's good.
Let me think. Look, can we see an image of it?
Yeah, he was a bunch of different ages in that movie because depending on how much blood he got, if he got the good blood, he would come back to life again.
He got more young.
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, fuck
there was a scene where he was very, very old, and he met Keanu Reeves. Remember?
I don't remember that good at the moment.
Something happened. I think he was shaving, and Keanu
he cut himself.
Yeah, he cut himself.
Yeah, and then he was helping him shave, wasn't he? Shaving him.
And then Gary Oldman licks the blade.
Yeah. Oh.
See if you can find that scene, old Dracula, because he was old Dracula, and then he was young Dracula, and Winona Ryder fell in love with him.
She was beautiful.
Oh, she was so hot. Isn't that amazing, though, that, women in these shows and movies like Twilight, they fall in love with vampires? What, psychologically, what's going on? There it is. See how old he was?
Hey, women write letters and love letters and try to get in relationships with dudes convicted of serial murders inside prison. So Dracula's not that far-fetched. Dracula's always got, tons of money, a big estate. He's got status and power. So, he's checking a lot of the boxes there. Now he just needs to be a 6-foot-plus tall Dracula.
This is old Dracula. Let me hear his voice. Look at his hair, too.
Vampires, baby.
Happiness you bring.
Count Dracula.
I am Dracula. Oh. And I bid you welcome, Mr. Harcourt, to my house.
Blood gaze, they call them, a lot of people.
Blood gaze?
Vampires.
Look how they used to have to. Oh, he fucked up. He walked in.
Oh, you didn't see his shadow, though.
Exactly. But it's also, you walked in. You're not supposed to walk in. When they invite you, or if you invite them in your house, you're fucked.
You?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is no laughing matter.
Dude, is this a Hampton Inn in Memphis? This shit looks insane, bro.
We, Draculas, have a right to be proud.
What was he mad about? Back it up so we can hear what he's mad at him for.
Against all enemies of Christ. The relationship was not entirely
It's like Mystery Science Theater.
successful.
Oh, yes.
It is no laughing matter.
He's mad.
Dracula's have a right to be proud. What devil or witch was ever so great as a killer whose blood flows in these veins?
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. It didn't seem so good. You know, when I saw it in the movies, it was pretty fucking good. But right there in that clip, I feel like many times on this show,
Yeah.
I've said, man, there's a scene. You got to see the scene. You
And
watch
it's
the scene,
bad?
you're like, that scene kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens more often than not, right?
I had this feeling when I was younger and there was a certain movie that I loved. I'll say it in a second. And then when I got older, you know, like my early mid-20s, I was telling people, oh, you've never seen that? You got to watch it. And then I had told people this for years. And then I went back and I actually watched the movie. And I was like, what an idiot I am. This movie sucks. And the movie I'm thinking of referring to is Boondock Saints. It is so terrible. I mean, maybe that's an unpopular opinion. I remembered it being so much better than it was, and I went back and watched it, and I thought, what the hell was I ever thinking? I'm ashamed that I ever hyped this movie up to anybody. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen that movie and how dumb or how great it is you think.
Yeah.
It's at least, it's more than you would think it would be, because it's at least 50-50 probably, like, oh, fuck, that's stupid.
Well, how old is that movie, too?
92.
92.
Did you think it was going to be bad, Jamie? Whenever he said, let's watch the scene, did you think it was going to be a bad one, or did you have any
I
pre-thought
don't
on
even
it?
remember that movie. I don't think I've even seen that movie, so I have no idea.
Dude, I think women like vampires because, first of all, they offer that live forever. So women want to live forever.
wanna be young
They want to
forever.
be immortalized in
Yeah,
like
they
a
don't wanna
young
live forever, they wanna
space.
stay young.
Yeah. And maybe the dude would do the dirty work, and they'll just profit off of it.
Beauty sleep.
Yeah, get that beauty sleep in a coffin. You fuck.
This has got to be the most ridiculous video I've made so far as just stupidity. But it's fun. I do this in my free time for fun. I do this when I have some downtime. You know, it's just like a little side gig thing. So if you guys like these videos, feel free to subscribe. I'll never bombard you guys with bullshit. I'll never try to like throw a bunch of, you know, stuff for sale up on here. I just break down videos and tell you what I think of them. Thanks again for tuning into MurrayMax. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If you don't, I don't care. I do this in my free time, like I said. So I would appreciate your subscription because I'm trying to grow the channel. But, you know, I don't subscribe to most videos that I watch, so I'd be a hypocrite if I was upset about it. Have a good day.